Okay, welcome back to my show, everybody. Yeah, I'm trying to draw female anime characters. So, I'm going to cheat by doing simple stuff, and the simple stuff is usually the hardest stuff to draw. So, hope you guys like Sailor Moon. Alright, let's rock and roll this. I've been told to practice to draw female characters. So, that's what I'm doing. Just hope that anyways, you guys will see the horror show. You guys are gonna see it all. It's a windy, stormy night tonight here in New Zealand. Our country at the moment just loves to have that rain. We just can't have a year without bloody rain. I don't mind the rainy season, but man, frick, you got rain, you got wind. I'm sick of it. Sick of all this bad weather. Who wants to be around bad weather all the time, me? Can't see your ears. Give her a bald head. Give her a baldy dog. Okay. So here we'll go around about like that. Same as this side. Give her some, what do you call those? Type of hairstyle. Something like that. And another one down here. Probably going. AJ Gupta. What's up, brother? Anyway, I'm trying to draw a female anime because I was told to do it. Instead I draw too many guys, so here I am practicing how to draw female characters. The color it too. They're not good at it either. Some people are good at it. Me, I'm hopeless at it. But mind you, it is getting boring just doing the same old thing. Ooh, I can hear that wind picking up outside. So windy where you guys are? Madiha Atif. Hopefully that's how I say your name. Sorry if I say it wrong. But welcome to my show. Hopefully you guys have a lot of fun just mucking around. It's a pity I can't see what the rest of her she's got those round things in her ear. Okay, let's see. Goes around like that, I think. If you guys know who this is, let me know. Hopefully it looks like someone you guys recognize. It's an old anime from back in the day. Some people may still watch it. I think they made a remake out of it too. Got a little crescent moon there. Man, it feels odd doing this, eh? It's just not my it's not my forte, but if you want to be good at something, you have to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Put a shoulder over there, so that means the hair goes out that way more and then comes around in here. It's off the arm. That's because the arm is down the bottom. Okay. That's right, I'm not drawing the whole body. It's the faces I gotta get used to drawing. Body can always be secondary. Okay, that's too big. I hope she looks like a blooming girl. Okay, bring those up that way. I was going to draw that one from, there was this all-woman type anime. It was called, I forgot it. Anyway, so they catch these demons, and the only way to catch them, their eyes turn silver. They call it the silver-eyed demon, and these girls, they would come and kill them. And that's another old anime too. First time drawing anime girl, so yep, eyebrow there. You know, when you're in school, any of the girls draw girls. I never thought I'd be drawing girls as a guy. That looks hideous. Anyway, I'm glad you guys didn't know what that is. So I didn't tell you guys what it was. I'm gonna keep it a secret. Hey guys, you're welcome. Sorry if I can't read. I can only read English. But welcome anyway if you understand. It was good to have you guys aboard, even if it's just for a quick look. Alright, let's get me a micron. Micron number 8 to be exact. I was watching Happy Gilmore 2 today. Not as good as part 1, but You know, I was supposed to draw Planet of the Apes. You know, the one with Caesar. Just not feeling it this morning. Yeah, it's going to like 2 o'clock in the morning now. Big round eyes as they usually have. Couple of freckles. Hopefully that's clear for you guys to see. Maybe I gotta angle her this way. Yeah, if you're new to my show, my drawings there, I leave all the mistakes in, even if it doesn't turn out right. The ear's a little bit high. That's because I'm drawing on angle, so I don't bump the phone, because that's what I'm using. Nothing flash, no fancy cameras, nothing like that. Everything's done on my phone. Just in case you're wondering, that's how I do these videos. It's really quiet here at the moment because the wind's died down. Got a stormy, windy day for us tomorrow, with lots of bloody rain. Our favorite weather in New Zealand: rain, rain, rain. Bloody rain. Other parts of the world it needs rain. We don't need rain. We need sun. That's what we need. Milo, what's up? Practicing how to draw females. I'm so tempted. I really want to put muscles on this person, eh? Ding 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 ding. Man, I used to watch Dragon Ball Z all the time. Oh no, I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to use this. So I can have a perfect sickle. How low can you go? Not small enough? Might be too small. Too small. Too small. Too small. Too small. This one's okay. Here in Germany, it's rainy too. Oh, bro, awesome. Germany, that's cool as. You know, at our job, there's only one guy from Germany at our job. That's so cool. You know, I tried to learn how to speak German back when I was younger. I was hopeless at it. But I love the sound of the German language. And my mate's going hard out. One day gonna go visit Germany. That's so cool. Tiger guy, you're going to Germany, man. Awesome. On Tuesday. Oh, I work at the airport. Oh, Wednesday. I'm getting blind. Oh, well, you guys know what I look like. Eh? If you ever see me at the airport, just stop around to say hello. It's all good. I don't bite. Being a bit lazy doing my YouTube channel at the moment. Kind of like enjoying these drawing live. So I've always wanted people to watch live. I don't know. When I do a real good drawing, some people, I don't know why they think I trace it for. I mean, I'm not that great. If it's out of proportion, guys, it's because I'm drawing out on an angle. I'll show you guys my setup. Right? You know, when I first started my YouTube channel, I got a shoebox. I stuck a hole in it. I stuck a hole in the shoebox. I had a piece of board that went like this, and then I got my phone and I put it on top, and that's how I used to do it. It's super cheap. That's why my title says humble artist, because bro, I'm telling you, that's super humble. But then I upgraded by spending a few dollars more and got this. But yeah, I need to do a better one. That noise is when it's an emergency sound. Tyler the Creator. That's Goku. Yep. I used to draw a lot of Goku. Used to draw a lot. Oh, Claymores. That's the old. If you guys haven't seen this anime, it's called Claymore. So all these female, they kill demons, but inside them, they have a demon of their own, and it's like a disease. So when it's their turn, when they start turning into a demon themselves, they send a note to one of their own for them to be the one to kill them while they're still human. It's called Claymore. If you guys haven't seen it, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like when I started watching Attack on Titan. It's kind of like done by the same people, and I think that's why it was pretty cool. Story mode is cool. My mom could see me now. Florida. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, you heard of it? Oh, bro, awesome. Because just me and my mate at work, we're the only two who talk about it. And it was one of the good ones. Anime is so cool, man. Good storylines. They just give you what you want. You have a pet bear. Damn. I have a pet cat. We used to have a dog, but the bloody council said we had to keep it permanently chained, stuck in a cage, neutered, microchipped, and never allowed out of its cage, which I thought it was ridiculous. And at the time, I couldn't afford to do that, so we had to surrender the dog. Yeah, pretty sad. So after that, I decided no more dogs. I'll just stick to cats. Now, what's it like having a pet bear? Rocco the bear. Was he brown bear, black bear? Was it a teddy bear? Florida. Where's about is Florida? In America, about is it? So your guys' climate is the opposite of ours, eh? So we're in the like rainy winter type season. So you guys should be the warm type, eh? I've seen videos of dogs in America. They're huge. In New Zealand, a lot of those types of dogs, they're banned in our country because people go silly with their dogs. Instead of using them as pets, they use them for fighting. Oh, alrighty. Well, we used to have a Rottweiler. His name was Kenya, and we had a pity bull mastiff, and his name was Cuba. And we also had a Labrador cross collie. You know the Skippy cornflakes? The Skippy cornflakes ad? Yeah, that was his name, Skippy. And before that, we had a Staffy. It was a really good dog, but he jumped our fence, got run over by a truck. Kids were devastated. Now, to risk it and just go straight into pen, muck up the hand, so I just do it in pencil. You know what? Because I'm practicing how to draw female characters, you better just play it safe and use the pencil. Obviously, you guys can see that I never went to school to do art. I just taught myself. So I don't know all the tricks. I don't know all the tricks on how to draw things like hands. And I know you're supposed to draw. You're supposed to practice drawing hands. But man, I'm so lazy when it comes to practicing that stuff. Even though I should be practicing. So make your pictures look better. Okay. Goes there. Now does that look in proportion, or does that look a bit? It looks a bit odd, eh? Bandage around there. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm missing. That curvature, and she doesn't have muscles. Okay. Then up a bit like so. That finger's way too long. You know that I'm gonna call it Pinocchio finger. Pinocchio finger. Knuckles too big. See what I mean? Critiquing my own work. Yeah, I know. You know, I thought about it. Art classes and stuff. But you know what they're going to teach you? Eh? They're going to teach you the color wheel, which you learn at school. They're going to teach you how to shade, which you learn at school or on your own. You're going to draw the same old things you've been drawing as a kid. That's what used to really pee me off. And they'll get you to do stuff that you don't want to do. Like back in the day, I used to like drawing landscapes, sunsets. And I like the way the Swiss have their windmills. So one day I painted it real good on, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, this is pretty cool." And then my teacher goes, "Oh, we need to cut it in half." I go, "What for?" She goes, "Oh, we're making a small paper theatre." And I go, "A theatre? But I'm not here for making theatres." And then so I wouldn't let her. But I made the mistake of leaving it at school, because when I came back to school the next day, that thing was in bits and pieces. And you know how the Incredible Hulk goes green and that new Hulk turns red? Yeah, well, I think I was all the colors under the sun. I was a bit of a rebel when I was a kid at school. Just like that. I think I'll stop it there because it might get ruined. So, what do you guys think so far? Is it okay? Should have seen the live drawing I did this morning on. I was trying to draw Bruce Lee silhouettes. Like they're much easier to do on a whiteboard, but I did these on charcoal paper. Yeah, I never saw my dad draw, but my mom, she taught me how to draw the simple car, airplane. I taught myself, yeah, a car and airplane, and then she showed me how to draw stick figures, and then from there, I just practiced as a kid at school. At home. But my dad never drew. My dad came from the islands, and in the islands they didn't draw; they just work. Yep, I've got Instagram, but uh, let's just say if my art was really, really good, I'd really show it off. But yeah, I'm on Instagram. I think the page is open. For some reason that looks. I'm just gonna put that extra one there. Actually, I'll make it lower. Okay. New York City. Yo, what's your fellas? I don't know if you guys are into basketball. What fellas' favorite basketball team? I've had a couple. Like I like the LA Lakers. Back in the day, Chicago Bulls. That was the main one because of Michael Jordan. But then I like Sean Kemp. There was Karl Malone, Tim Hardaway, just to name a few. Scottie Pippen. And the best way to watch anime in New Zealand is if you download Crunchyroll. Or Netflix. The Lakers. Hell yeah. LeBron. Yep. LeBron's pretty cool. Melo. Yay. I made my own 3 Dragon Ball based comics. I added about 70 of my own new characters. It's based on the return of Turtles and my side still the character. Oh, bro, that sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty cool. So I made my own comic when I was a kid. MU, the greatest. Yeah, so when I was a kid, I always wanted the bad guy to win in my comics. So I was always the bad guy. And I would use my sisters and brothers as the heroes or bad guys. And my mates, they'd be the ones with the villains. Anyway, I drew it, and my cousin from Norway, he comes over and he goes, "Oh, can I have that comic?" I said, "No, it's in works." And then before he left to go back to Norway, he stole it. Then yeah, I couldn't be bothered doing another one. But back then I was like heavily into it, heavily into drawing. Yeah. So when I started my YouTube channel, I thought, you know what, I'm getting older. My joints getting wasted. And I know they say talent waste, but I don't want to be that guy that parades his own stuff by making it sound cool, you know. So when I was at school, my art teacher said I was a wasted talent because I wouldn't listen to her stuff she wanted me to draw. Because man, I'm drawing the same flower since you're a kid to teenager, right? And it was called the bird of paradise, and I could draw that with my eyes closed. So I was so sick of it, and she got mad with me. She said she was a waste of talent, and her identical twin sister was the netball ferns coach for New Zealand. But in my time, I didn't know where art would get me, because in New Zealand, art was not a thing. You know, working is the thing in New Zealand. Now they have all these courses that made for young people to go to, which is good. I just wish they had it back in my day. Probably would have benefited me. Now I just draw for fun because it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, when speaking about friends, like when they do commission, I just can't bring myself to saying yes to them because I know they're gonna pay me money, and I don't want to take money from my friends. That's just me. I just think that I'm giving them something I can do, and they want to pay me for it. And it's like you know, it's like using your friends for money. So I've drawn a few pictures for my mates, and they try to give me money. I just say to them, just buy me a feed. That's all I want. You know, you could just, if you got Instagram, you can just pop some photos up and I'll have a look. Yeah. So one of the reasons why, and another reason why I don't do it, because the expectation is high, eh? So you don't want to disappoint them because you're gonna feel like that you've given them something that which is not your best. You know, that you feel you could do better, and that's what I don't want to happen. I don't want them to feel disappointed that they see me draw all these good pictures, and then I give them something to me is a bit crap, and then they want to pay for it, and then you know you have that guilty conscience. Like why would you want to do that to your mates? I drew my dad one time because he was going to give me a hiding. Supposed to be outside mowing the lawn, and he goes to me, "All right, since you don't want to do any work, you're gonna draw me." And I was like, cool. And I think I was 8 years old, and he goes to me, "But if I don't look like that, you're gonna get a hiding from me." And that's when I went, uh-oh. So I never tell my parents to do, but I'm 8 years old. So I tell my dad, sit in your chair and turn around. And you just imagine 8 years old telling your dad what to do. So he turns around, sits in his chair, and I draw the back of him, which is, I think, I'm not sure what they call that side pose. Is it a quarter pose where you can just see the side of them watching TV? And my dad usually, oh no, I ruined this. My dad used to sit with his arms folded. So when I drew him, it looked like him. And that was probably the first time I noticed he was proud of me when I did that, because he always told me he was, but when it came to drawing, he thought it was a waste of time. But he never ever told me to stop. I stopped on my own. Too busy playing sports, got into basketball, copying Michael Jordan, copying all his basketball moves. Was I as good as Michael Jordan? Nope. I'm not Mormon, right? I'm not Mormon, but the churches around here, the Mormon churches, they play a lot of basketball. So some of my mates, they're Mormons, so they said, come play for our team. And we had some of the elders, two of them were NBA drafts from back in the day. And so I'm 6'3", right? And these guys were a bit shorter than me. And they go, hey, I bet you can do this. Hey, and this guy does a windmill jam. Bro, I could never do a windmill jam on a 10-foot ring. I could do two-handed dunk, couple of pumps, mainly one hand. I can do alley-oop, throw the ball to myself, bounce the ball off the backboard and dunk it. But here comes this little short guy, jumping around, ball between his legs, up in there, slams it, and I'm like, damn. And he goes, oh, you probably can do that, eh? And me being Mr. Cool Dude back in the day, I was like, of course I can. I just don't want to show off. And my mates were laughing because they knew I couldn't do what that guy did. And that was cool as. There's no phones back then, but if there was, I would have videoed it because that was cool. And before I could watch them play, because it used to be free, sports used to be free in New Zealand. And then these guys in New Zealand decide that, no, we'll invent another company where we make you pay for it. And I was like, what? And that was it. Back to rugby I went. Bro, Shaquille O'Neal, probably the meanest dunkers there is. Bro, that guy was just powerful. And he jammed the ball. And I think he's the only guy to ever bring the ring down too. That guy he's tough. Oh, but I see a lot of his videos. He's kind, eh? He's really kind. I like watching him and Tim Hardaway muck around on ESPN. Funny, man. Those guys are funny. LeBron James is okay. I think he's the oldest basketball player, eh, in the league at the moment, I think. I wish I had Copic markers. They are expensive over here. So for a 72 pack of, it's called it's those chow markers, and it's a 72 pack, and I think they have eight sets. So the first set is $1,000 something New Zealand dollars, and each set is the exact same price. So 8 times $1,000 something, that's a hell of a lot of money for markers. So these ones, I don't know if you guys can see that, they're the Ohuhu ones. And then before that I bought these but you know they're not cheap too. You gotta save up for it. Right, let's just chuck some red in there. Not sure what this bit looks like, I'm just making it up. All I know is these red in here. Markers, Yeah, alcohol markers. It's funny because when I used to shade with, well, we call them felt tip pens when we were little, which are markers obviously, but they weren't alcohol markers. Hang on, I won't be sick. They were just normal felt tip pens. And those felt tip pens, so you would, you know, I won't do it on here, but you would color in your picture, then you go back on top of it, color it again, go back on top of it, and that's how I did my shading. But the more you did it, it would eat through the paper. And that's how I used to shade before they invented alcohol markers. As soon as they invented alcohol markers, they put the price up. On that two lights. Got this other thing I want to draw, but it might take a while to draw because the technique is a lot of blending and layering. Rachna Jane, is that how you say it? Rachna Jane? Year 4? Hello. How are you? Okay. Hope this blue was light enough. Yeah, that'll do. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning here. The winds died down, the rain stopped, but apparently it's supposed to pour down at 2 o'clock, but I haven't heard anything yet. Like, I like the color stuff, but everyone tells me I draw better. I draw better when I just use black and white. I know it is a bit boring sometimes. You're just doing one color. That on there. Bit of Blue's Clues. Look, Blue, a clue. Who remembers that program? Is it even still running? Oh, yep. Me too. But only when I got to college. Because, man, I hated maths. I used to draw a lot of pictures with pen. I used to draw a lot of Judge Dredd. A lot of Judge Dredd. A lot of Dragon Ball Z. There's this guy. His name. He's an English guy in England, and his YouTube channel is called The Moose Art. It's a young English guy. and he just draws with pen. And he's done some amazing work, that guy. Awesome. Awesome what he does. What else is there? That's blue too. Doing everything backwards today, guys. I bought these markers, but I hardly used them. Just when I was right into using these markers, I stopped. I like to use a lot of stuff, like because I get bored easily with the same medium, so I'll use other things to draw with. The thing about cartoons, like they don't shade their stuff. I think that's one of the reasons why I stopped drawing Dragon Ball Z, because yeah. When I was teaching myself how to shade, I'd be holding the pencil like that, I'd be doing that, hold it like that. Just try different techniques. Fighting evil by moonlight. Da 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 da. You never want to Sailor Moon. That needs a bit more darkening. Might check some of this and see how this goes. How is it? Yeah. This paper's made for alcohol markers, not for pencils. Just doing as light as I can. Let me put down here. Now I'm getting obsessed with this here. Just gotta remember, if I'm gonna put colour there, I'm going to put colour up here. Sorry guys if my arm is getting in the way. Yeah. Main thing I like about Dragon Ball Z is when they do their power-ups. They can scream as long as they want. I think it's cool. Especially when you see that one where Goku took on Broly? That was mean as. Okay. Here we go. Now I tried using those what are those ink thingies called? The dip pens. And that just takes forever. Yeah, that's cool. Is by that Akira Toriyama, eh? Is that Akira Toriyama? Is that how you say it? But the Korean artist, Kim Jong Gi or something like that. That guy was mean as artist. I used to watch his live drawings, and I remember he had this translator, this lady. She would translate for him the stuff that in English, and the cool thing about it was they would always read your questions, which I thought was cool because gave you the time of day, yeah, because you're watching their stuff and you're supporting them by watching their channel. And I thought it was pretty cool that they acknowledge you by answering your question. I wish I could answer everyone's question, but I've just got the one phone, so I stop drawing, I look at your comments, and then I read again. I need to get another device, so can read you guys' comment. I can interact with you better, and so I don't have to stop drawing and stuff like that. So I appreciate everyone that joins, even if it's only for a couple of seconds. I just want to say thanks for dropping in. It's really appreciated, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this one guy, like, he's a really good artist, and I like asking questions, and there's no one else talking, like no one else messaging, and the guy he just looks and he just keeps on trying. Like, bro, like I'm genuinely asking a genuine question, but they just ignore you. I'm saying, how are you supposed to be a good artist if your attitude is not that great? Man, if I was arrogant and too cool for everyone, I don't think anyone would subscribe to me. You gotta be, I mean, there's a reason why you do your YouTube channel, eh? You want to show people your stuff, you want to, I want to entertain people. I don't like my drawing shows to be boring. That's why I joke around in them sometimes. On my other videos, the live videos, I can't joke around because it's all talking to myself. Jump 3 times. What's that for? Okay. The wind's picking up. I'm supposed to like do this one at a time before the ink dries up, but I'm impatient. Impatient. Now I gotta blend that in. Damn. Sorry to hear about that. I hate racists. You know, 'cause I can relate. See, I'm half. Dad's Pacific Islander. Mum's European. So, you know, the mix in the family, eh? We're not all the same color. We're all different. We're all different shades. I just happen to be the whitest out of the whole lot. You got dark brown, light brown, olive skin. Then you got me. So when I was growing up, I did a lot of fighting. A lot of fighting. But all grown up now, no need for any of that. I don't know why people are still thinking that way, eh? We just need to grow up. Do something positive. You won, that's not all that matters. Yeah, it's always the influence, eh? Ignorance. But you're not born that way, that's the thing. Hey, you're born innocent. Because you don't know any better. You know what I mean? You're not in your mum's tummy feeling that way. When you come out in the world, depends on how society is at the time. And if they're idiots, well. Well, my channel's for everyone. You got any race, any person, all welcome on my channel. Just think about that my channel is the channel for everybody. And everyone's welcome here. There's no silly question. There's no bad question. There's no good question. As long as everyone's positive, you are welcome to stop by on the Dear Fowl Artist Show. All welcome. Oh. See the shading? It's off, eh? It's off. I could correct it. I should correct it, but I won't. Parents are the best. Well, mine were. Right, I better fix this. There's a lot of yellow. Okay, make sure this is the light yellow. It's just the light yellow. I hope it's the light yellow. I buy a lotto ticket. Oh man. I used to make fun. I used to go, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. Because I think that was the thing back then. Like all the established people, that's what they would say. And I'll be like, man, you guys are like got thousands and thousands of followers. You don't need to say like and subscribe. Really, you don't really need to say that. If people like your stuff, then of course they're gonna subscribe to you. They don't really need to be told. Hey, that's like me. If when I watch someone's thing, like I don't all my things that I like on YouTube, they're not just drawing. It's like cooking. Um, you know how they make those little houses in the wilderness, snow stuff, all sorts of things, crazy things. And you know, those guys, they don't say it. They forget to hit that notification bell. I mean, if you want to see their stuff, of course, you're going to do it anyway. They should make a meme out of that. Yeah, I reckon, Pac-Man. Should I draw Pac-Man? Should call her Pac-Man. Sailor Moon Pac-Man. Oh, I can just see she's got green in her on the side of her eyes. Oh well, maybe next time. Yeah. Gotta be safe and just do it properly. What's good about this markup paper is doesn't bleed. Yo, I drew this one picture on watercolor paper, and it just bled everywhere outside the lines. And I drew it live, and I was so embarrassed by it that I deleted it. I was like, oh. Never did that again. I thought it'd be clever if I just drew a cartoon female before I try and do those cool looking ones, which you know is done by AI. But I'd rather draw my stuff than have AI draw something for me. Fighting evil by moonlight. That was a show back in the day, Sailor Moon. There was this other one called I think it was super old, but my mate likes to watch it. It's called Macross. Man, that guy love it. He's Filipino. And he loves it. Keeps asking me, "Oh, can you draw it, please? Can you draw it?" I haven't yet. I will, because I like sci-fi. I tried to draw Transformers. You guys know James, the box office artist? Now, that guy, he's mean as at drawing Transformers. That's his thing. But when he drew that Star Wars thing, because I'm a Star Wars fan too, damn, that guy can draw. Yeah, my mates asked me if I could draw stuff like that, but that's not me. I don't want people to think that that's me. I don't want to draw adult rated stuff. That's not my style. I just want to keep my stuff family oriented, where all sorts of ages can watch my stuff. That's me. I just want to keep it family friendly. Nothing else. None of this. Even if they go, oh, you'll get a lot of subscribers. I'm like, I don't want to get it that way. No, thank you. That's not my style. I prefer this. This is more fun. Like, I love Transformers as well. But man, they're so hard to draw. There's one of my shorts. I drew Optimus Prime, Megatron, Wheeljack, Bumblebee, and something else. And then I drew this comic book cover. It was of all the Transformers, especially Jetfire, that's hanging up in my sitting room. I drew it back in 2013. Yeah, One Piece. When he's is it Luffy Gear 5 or Gear 4 when he's red? I like him. He looks pretty. Oh, look, mistake right there. That's a mistake. I don't know why I thought I was going to cut it. I was supposed to be cutting this. Yeah, Gear 4. That's cool. I like. And what's that dragon he rides? Zoro. He's pretty tough. I want to draw Zoro. But you know how he has his sword in his mouth, other one in his other hand, and he's got that green outfit on. Yeah, that's cool. I was going to draw some of those. I wasn't sure if anyone was interested if I drew it. My favorite thing to draw One Piece is the flag. I like drawing their flag. Okay, everyone can see the mistake right there. Mistake there. Can't cover it up because her armband is over here. Any good recommendations of good anime to draw or anything to draw? So it's good to have this one person asked me to draw and I can't even remember, but it's one of my video clips. I drew it, and it's pretty cool when someone asks you to draw something like for the show. Then it gives me something to do, and I'm trying to figure out something to do. I think the last The longest I ever didn't do anything when I started my YouTube channel was 3 months. Like I just didn't have the time. Oh, she's missing her bow. There's a bow here. Koji. You watched Jujutsu Kaisen? You know, on Netflix. I'm not sure if you guys have Netflix, but in New Zealand, they're silly. So our One Piece and stuff, it's not in order. Yeah, they'll show some movies, but you don't see the build up before it. Jujutsu Kaisen, I think it's season 1. That's about it. Should show your comic, because there's this thing on here where you can share your stream. That'd be cool. I like looking at people's artwork. Gives me a bit of inspiration. Sometimes it gives me that's what an inspiration is. It gives you an idea. Some mean as people, mean as artists out there. Just not enough exposure. Kuzan. I haven't watched the entirety of One Piece, but when I see the character, then I go, oh yeah, that's who it is. I better do so when I say I better do a video, it means like I'm gonna talk on it like the beginning and then time lapse the drawing and then show myself again at the end. That's what I mean by I should do another video. I just don't know what I should draw yet. That's the problemo. Not sure what I should draw. I know I was supposed to say I was supposed to draw Spider-Man. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So I'll be drawing these is that 1960s or 70s comic book art style. So I watched one of the Comic Cons. People go mad over there. They pay a few $100s for that stuff, like people's originals artwork. So I drew a few just to see what their art style was like, and it's different, but I like it. Not my style, but I like drawing it. You reckon? Spider-Man's his mask is it just gets me because it's his eyes. Try to get his eyes down pat. But man, I watched is it Jim Lee? Jim Lee, yeah, Jim Lee. David Finch. It's like they just know. They draw so much of it that they know where everything goes. You know what I mean? Because that's their living. They're just spot on. You know, my sister was alive, she'd be laughing at this. She's never seen me draw a girl before. She'd be laughing her head off. Yep, that's true. Because he's got an odd shape. Because they try to make him look like a spider, eh? Todd, is it Todd McFarlane? He does okay, but he's good at it. So, Spider-Man and Gojo? Sure. That's what I'll do. In between my live drawings. Next one I'll do will be tomorrow morning. Well, that's New Zealand time, around about... Oh no, I'm busy tomorrow. But usually I draw around about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. But I've got things to do tomorrow. Look at that. Look at these mistakes. Damn, that's awesome. Photographic memory. That is mean as. I wish I had that. I would love to have that. Ah, I did it again. Look at that. Right across. Better get in there before it dries up. Actually, I want those lines to be visible. So, photographic memory, so you can draw everything like exact? Is that right? Hang on. Just finish this. I'm just finishing this before it dries up. Thanks for the confidence. Thanks for the confidence. Man, I would love to see you draw live. That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool to witness that, like live. I'll be your #1 fan, brother. Yeah, start streaming. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I was thinking of putting an email on my bio, but it'll be just for that stuff, like not a personal email. So I could send it that way. User friendly, I think they call that. User friendly. I'm really jealous of your photographic memory. Damn, I wish that was me. That is so cool. Happy for you for that. But if you got photographic memory, you should try your luck. You'll be good. Then I can say, I know that person. Well, draw your stuff. Well, you got the gift. Don't hide it. Get it out there. You never know. Someone might see your stuff and go, you need to hire this guy. Just remember, love what you do, eh? Don't make your work your hobby, and then you get sick of it. I was watching a little documentary on Jack Kirby. He said he'll draw from the moment he wakes up. Then he goes to work, goes home, draws after work, and goes to sleep. Because he said he didn't want his hobby to be his job. He wanted it to be his love for drawing. So I can see why some people they'll get sick of drawing because the demand, eh? Not saying I wouldn't mind the money. Now, is that enough blue or is that not enough blue? That needs more blue. And there's one thing I forgot to do before I started this, was to find the color for her skin, and it's a really, really light pink. It's super light. Let's see if I can find something. This is not my drawing, I'm just, oh yep, that can be her skin color. Hopefully it's not too dark. Well, wish me luck. Let's try it on her neck. Yep, okay. Ooh, it's picking up this marker here is picking up the Micron ink. Can you see it? It's a bit dirty. Let's see if I can blend it with just the one color. I should give her a shadow, eh? Yeah, give her a shadow. Dragon Ball Z style. That's what I should have done with Sailor Moon. I should have turned her into Yeah, James Reyes, he goes, he's doing everything the Marvel way. I should have changed this girl into Goku. I mean, instead of her hair like that, get that spiky hair. The same uniform, but buff her up, power her up. But see, she's already got the imp for the Majin Buu. Anyway, maybe next time. I did this one comic. It was the Muppets and Street Fighter. Yeah, so Gonzo took on Ryu and Kermit took on Zangief. Miss Piggy and Blanca. Oh yeah, the Krillin. What was I doing with that? It was a macaron. I think I did it as a live stream just to see how it looked, and then I'm not sure if I got rid of it or did I keep it. Also, I did this Disney character, and I was calling him Luigi the whole time, but his name wasn't Luigi. How embarrassing! That is so embarrassing, man. Okay, but no one picked up on it over the Makian because no one mentioned it in the comments, so I don't mind. Okay. Where shadow's there, that means the shadow must come under here. Maybe a little one there. She's got gloves on here. This is all white. Okay, her ears. Who would have thought just drawing this one little picture would take so long to do? Yes, Luigi, yeah. Because it's the 4-course thing. From Cars movie. We're doing Dragon Ball style shading on it. But if I do that, her face looks too white, so can't do that. So what time is it over there in Florida? Oh, 11:15 in the morning. Yeah. So the camera I'm using is my Samsung S21 Ultra. So that's what I'm using to stream this. What time is it here in New Zealand? It is 3:15 in the morning. Ooh, 3 more hours and the sun is going to come up. Yeah, I was supposed to draw at 11 o'clock tonight, but I fell asleep. All right, let's put some more shadow. Let's put some more shadow in here. Look at that Dragon Ball Z shadow. All these Sailor Moon fans are gonna go, no! The pain, the pain. Should I do the nose? Where would the shadow be on the nose? It's usually over here. Yep. And the mouth, do I dare? No, I won't. I will use... I'll use a pencil. I use this marker and she'll get juju lips. 10th grade. 10th grade. You mean, in New Zealand, we have year 10. So what's that? What's year 10? 12, I think. No, 13. I was gonna draw this lady over here. Let me draw something else. Well, she looks like a girl. Yay! I wanted to draw this other one, but it's gonna take a lot of coloring. But I just like the way these eyes are. I'll probably do it maybe today, this afternoon when I wake up. But if it turns out like, if it doesn't turn out the way I want it to turn out to, then I definitely won't be drawing it. I'll just scrap it and move on to the one piece drawing that I was going to do. Oh, cool. It's a lot of years. Well, I'm pretty tired. I'm going to show you this thing. That's it there. I mean, I could shade it. You know what happens in a lot of these drawings? I fix it up when I'm finished, and I don't show anyone. It just gets poured away. So the people think that that's the end result, but it's not. I carry on. Yeah. So nice to meet you, Tyler, the creator. Can't wait to see your artwork. And yeah, tune in. You should see some of my videos. You can see what I look like, and I'm kind of like joking around and mucking around to myself. Yo, I'll be drawing later on. Well, definitely in the evening. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a good day, eh? How do I send my stuff? I'll put an email link. I'll put a link in my bio later. Okay? I'll catch you later. I gotta go. Good night.